Hello ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to go through some basic things about SEO and your web presence as a whole. Now I'm not going to go into every detail, but basically these are fundamental things that you should be checking that your agency does and doesn't do, and to also explain what things are and how we're going to pitch you and how you can handle it and know if they're talking sense. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to type in your business. So I'm going to borrow a business from, what's it called? Let's say I go to, let's just use it, Boston. This will work. I'm going to use the first one, it doesn't really matter. Zero two one one zero. 02110. I'll pull this up. Now you do this with your business, obviously. Okay, so it's verified. Let's try this. And this will tell you immediately, and then you can see, right, all the different profiles. In some cases, this is number one ranking, so it doesn't surprise me you had all these major profiles. But if you get this fixed, you should be able to eliminate a lot of these problems, and you'll be able to get all these profiles done for you automatically through this. They contain the 4 data aggregators. All that means is it's the 4 authority listings that all these other networks pull it from alongside Google. So there's actually 5 in my opinion. But you take the 5 authority listings, it basically does it all for you for a lot cheaper than if you were to go and do it yourself. If you do not have the 4 data aggregators, which are, one second, let me just pull it up. Here we go. Factual, Axiom. One second. So Factual, Axiom, Info Group, or Localies. These are the 4 major data aggregators. If you look here, Info Group, you got Axiom and Factual next. So, Localies, as you saw, Factual, Axiom. Both are the 4. So it's here, 1, 2, and 3. Once you get these, you will be in a much better position. So if your agency hasn't done that for you, you want to get rid of them immediately. It should be done in the first 30 days because it takes time to kick into effect. Second thing is, so you can use this for citations. Now when you do citations, all I care about is the top 5 people. So this is one of the tools I use. I use multiple tools, but this is one of the good ones. So you want to sign up, you can get a free trial yourself. You can go and get directories of all of them, and it'll basically tell you the top 10 competitors, and you can basically find out. For example, here you can do the 5, and that will allow you to get all the ones that are in common, or at least 42 of them have at the very least, and it will allow you to boost up your local rankings immediately. This should be done as well. Now people might go on about metrics. I'm going to basically just look at metrics. Domain authority is what a lot of people go by. Page authority was old and they like to use it. I don't care for metrics, and you'll see why in a second. Citation flow, how many links come to it, and trust flow. The citation flow, so trust flow is basically simply more than 1 to 2.5. Otherwise it might be an issue in the site. But basically the more trusted links like Facebook comes to your site, the more it's going to be accepted basically. Now once you understand that, that makes your life a lot easier. And this is what people go on about. It's all about your metrics. You got the best metrics, you'll rank. Not true. The truth is now it's about relevancy and about trust, right? Relevancy to the niche, relevancy to the location. So you might see that you were on the maps before, and then you had the possum update and you dropped out of the maps, or maybe you were in the organic and you dropped out of the organic after the possum update. Well, that's because you do not have enough relevancy to your brand. And another thing I like to do, and I make all my clients, or I do for all my clients rather, I go to this site here. And what I do is this. So this is the central for 25, right? This is 25 months essential profile. I always myself will do this one here. I don't mind paying the extra $100 versus this one to get an extra 50 sites. These are trusted, good sites. I like them around the entire presence of my brands for my clients. So I always go with this. You must say it's a lot of money, but how much time is you worth to build 150 sites? So I would pay $40 to $50 to get these built. And this is what I use. Now, once you've done that, this is something that's going to help you immediately. So basically what you want to see is, you got a social fortress, as I call it. You got the most local going in, and you got all the relevant citations. Then you can worry about links. Now, this is going to be the most important factor of all. You want to never hire an agency, and you want to ask them. And if they refuse to disclose this, then I can guarantee you they're using this. Are you using PBNs or 100% white hat? And if I say anything but 100% white hat, or it's proprietary, or it's the fact that it's special websites, they're using PBNs. Now, yes, you can rank with PBNs, don't get me wrong, but you got to look at the fact, am I going to have a site that's going to rank long term, or am I going to have it ranked and have it dropped? Because this is what most SEO agencies do. They will promise you page 1 rankings, but these are often for long tail keywords where very little traffic comes in, and not the high traffic keywords. Because the high traffic keywords take a lot of time. They might say 3 months of page 1 ranking. That's for a long tail keyword where you might get 10 to 20 searches a month. But a high traffic keyword where you get 400 or 500 searches a month, that's going to take time. And to take time, that's why they do. So they keep their guarantee, and they get to take the time to get there. And you might get to page 1 and you're going to drop off. And the reason is, they use something called PBNs, and the PBNs are this, expired domains. Now I'm going to go through how to find expired domains, but basically we're going to buy a PBN or a link from here. Let me just take this one for example. I'll put it into a free tool called SEMrush. No traffic, no organic data. And you're telling me once you buy it, you put up a link on here that you're gonna basically rank, and Google's not gonna know. This is a free tool, and you're talking about Google, the most powerful, most developed search engine on the planet, right? The most powerful algorithm and robot. And listen, and it cannot detect that you suddenly get links from a dead site and suddenly go back up. And yet it's a trusted link that's going to help you rank versus this. Are you serious? It's a free tool and it's telling me? So if they are using anything but 100% white hat links, then you know you want to avoid them like the plague. Right? And I'm going to prove this to you as well. Let me go here. And let's go to personal injury attorney, Indianapolis. Now, I spoke to an attorney yesterday, and basically, some of these guys in here, I don't want to say who, but basically, they will get into here often, and then they will drop in the rankings again and again. Like, so they'll get the paid one result, and they have to keep paying the SEO agency because the results keep dropping. Now, I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel that if I'm paying for a campaign to be made, and when I run my clients' campaigns, I want it to stay there. I do not want to have to keep sending links and basically turn the maintenance. That's not how you make a relationship or a business. So, the biggest lesson I can give you is this. Are they doing PBNs? If they are, avoid them like the plague. I can promise you that now. If they are saying they're using 100% white hat links, or yes, we use PBN and white hat links, forget them. You want 100% white hat. That is what's necessary. Because if you do the foundation correctly and the semantic website correctly, you will never need to use a PBN to rank. None of my clients ever use a PBNs, and every single one of them ranks. Not one of them has suffered a penalty or a drop because I use the semantic web. Right? They might go on about, oh, our PBNs are real websites, so I don't care. Don't use them. At the end of the day, it's all about relevancy nowadays. If you focus on a relevant website, you will rank. I hope this really helps you. In another video, I will go through how to ask your agency to see who's a trusted agency and who's a cookie cutter agency. I want to do this in one video for Facebook ads and SEO and AdWords. And I promise you, when you see it, your life will change forever. I hope this has really helped you understand about different forms of marketing around SEO and what to look for in your website.